don't have stacking shelves space. I want to do this video quickly because later on today me and my family are doing painting in the hallway because we are redecorating and things like that. So I need to get this done because I won't have time to do it later when there's light. And I apologise if it's kind of too bright, it's really early in the morning and yeah. I have to excuse my appearance, but I'm not going to bother getting all dolled up just to do painting afterwards. I'm sorry, you're just going to have to take me as I am. Anyway, I have quite a few books to show you this week. 3 are review copies and I will get down to those first. The first book is a book I got sent by the author asking me if I would review it for her, and I said yes. It's not usually one that I would usually read because it's a chick lit, I suppose, and I've not read really any of those at all, so I'm interested to see what I actually think of them. And it is 32 Going on Spinster by Becky Monson, and this is a really cute cover, I think. It has "Buy cat food" on the poster. And it says, according to Webster's Dictionary, a spinster is an unmarried woman of gentle family. 2, an unmarried woman, and especially one past the common age for marrying. 3, a woman who seems unlikely to marry. 4, me. So I think this looks really good, and Becky even signed it for me, which is so sweet of her, and I hope to get around to this very soon so I can read it and see what it's like. The next book I got is from Bloomsbury Publishing, and this is an ARC, and it is Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas, and this is the second book in the Throne of Glass series, I want to say. Yes, I like the cover for this, it's really cool. I have yet to read the first book, so I need to get around reading that soon, but this is an ARC of the second, and I'm not going to read you anything, but it is released on the 15th of August this year. The last review book I got is William Shakespeare's Star Wars by Ian Doster? I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, but first of all, I love this cover, it's so cool. There's, oh, who is it? That guy, and he's dressed up like Shakespeare, and he's got all gold change, and then there's his little people, but they're holding like lightsabers and guns and that, which is quite cool. I love Shakespeare, but I have not read Star Wars, but I think it looks really good. I think this is Star Wars told in the form of a Shakespeare play or sorts. And look on the back, I think it's Darth Vader face palming because the world's gone to hell or something along those lines. And it's just really pretty copy. I'm not sure when I get around to reading it, but underneath is really cool as well. It's just like an old book, and it looks really cool, and it's very short, so it won't take that long at all. So thank you to all those publishers who sent me those books for review. I'm really, really pleased. That one was from Quirk, by the way. On to the books that I bought this week. The first book I got is Life as We Knew It by Suzanne Beth Pfeffer, I want to say. This is a really small book, but it's really cute, and it's a American paperback, and it says, when a meteor hits the moon and knocks it closer in orbit to the Earth, nothing will ever be the same. Worldwide tidal waves, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and that's just the beginning. And basically it's about this girl and her family who are trying to survive all these different changes that are happening to the Earth because of the moon being knocked off orbit. And I think this looks really, really good, and I can't wait to start it. The next book I picked up is actually one that I've been recommended for ages and ages, and I ordered it. I think I only paid like £1.98 for it. Unfortunately, it's not in the best of conditions back, and it is Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan, and this is the first book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. I've not read a whole lot of middle grade series apart from the, I want to say, it's the Lovecraft musical series, but I really enjoyed that, so I've been told this is really fantastic, and I really wanted to start it, and I preferred the US covers to theirs, and I wanted it to be American paperback, but for some reason, even though it is, it's like really kind of stiff. I don't know. Obviously a child had this copy before, and it's a little bit scuffed, but oh well, it doesn't really matter, because I was only paid £1.99 for it, and it looks good, and I'm sure everyone knows what it's about, so I'm not going to say anything. The next book is a book I've been eyeing up for ages, and I prefer the US cover once again, and it is Some Girls Bite by Chloe Neal, and this cover is really kind of cool. I didn't like the UK cover at all, it was just kind of meh. So I managed to pick up this one for about £2.80, and it says Merritt has just become a vampire and her new life is at stake. So that's all really I know about it, because the back is kind of long and I don't want to read it, and I've heard some really good things about this book and I can't wait to start that as well. Next book is a book that I've been wanting since before it was released, and I was after the hardback copy of it, and then I saw that it was in paperback and I saw it for £2.80 and I was like, well, I can't pass that up really. And it is Survive by Alex Morrow, and it's a much smaller book than I anticipated it would be, so I'm kind of glad that I didn't get it in hardback because it's a bit of a waste, to be honest. And I know this is about a girl and a boy who are in a plane crash, and on the back it says, when Jane steps on the plane, her plan is clear, go to the bathroom, take the pills, end it all. The plane crash changes all that. Jane wakes up in the mountains, surrounded by wreckage, with just one other survivor. Together they must fight their way through the blizzards and back to civilization. Now more than anything, she wants to live. So I think this looks really, really good, and I love survival kind of stories, especially about plane crashes and that. And the cover is really cool, and like the writing is great, and it says, live to love, love to live. So yeah, very, very excited about this. The next one is one that I'm sure all of you will be I don't know, cursing about me for not having sooner, because it's a very popular book at the moment. And I've been wanting it, but I hated the UK cover, and I loved the US hardcover, but it was so expensive to buy, and yeah. But I was in Tesco's the other week, and I realised they had a copy for £1.98, and I just couldn't pass it up. Such a pretty edition, and his Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Lani Taylor, and this cover is just so pretty. I hate the other UK one, but this one is gorgeous. I think it's a special Tesco's edition, and it's just so pretty, and I just had to get it because it just looks really good. And plus, I got it just mainly for the cover as well, although I've heard some great things about this as well. I'm not going to read you anything from the back because I'm pretty sure you all know what it's about, but I'm really excited to have this, and I love this edition. Like I said, it's so pretty. So yes, the last two books I got are hardback books, and I am very excited about both of them. The first hardback that I got is Legend by Marie Lu, and I am so excited to have this in my possession and everything along those lines. I have been wanting to get my hands on this book for ages. Unfortunately, I couldn't seem to pick up a copy anywhere cheap, and I didn't want to get a paperback. I wanted to get a hardback because they're so pretty and shiny. And yes, so I think I found this for about £7–8, which was not bad. On the back, Cami Garcia has said, a romantic thriller set in a post-apocalyptic world where nothing is what it seems. Legend is impossible to put down and even harder to forget. Everyone's been talking about this series, and the second book has been released, and that's called Prodigy, and the third cover has even been released recently. So yes. And the final book I got is also another one that I've been wanting for ages, and it is Imaginary Girls by Nova Ren Suma. I think that's what it says, and it says secrets never stay below the surface. And first of all, I really love this cover. It's so clever. It's like water, but I think it's supposed to be like that, and I'm not really sure. And I will read you a bit of here. It says, Chloe's older sister, Ruby, is the girl everyone looks to and longs for. You can't be captured or caged. After a night with Ruby's friends goes horribly wrong, and Chloe discovers a dead body floating in the reservoir. Chloe is sent away from home, away from Ruby. But Ruby will do anything to get her sister back, and when Chloe returns home at last, she finds a precarious and deadly balance waiting for her. As Chloe flirts with the truth that Ruby has hidden deeply away, the fragile line between life and death is redrawn by the complex bonds of sisterhood. Imaginary Girls is a masterfully distorted version of family with twists that beg for their secrets to be kept, and I think this looks really, really good. And this is such a pretty book, and underneath the dust jacket it is like this navy colour, which is really cool as well. So yes, those are the books that I got this week. I need to go on a book buying ban because I have officially run out of space for them, but I don't know whether that's ever going to happen. But yeah, what books did you get this week? Don't forget to leave me a comment. Happy reading. Bye!